What it do? It's the Drink Guy, Icewear, Vezzo. Check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast right now.
Yo, Bootleg Kev podcast, special guest in here, man. My dog, Icewear, Vezzo in the building.
What it do? What's up, Brody?
What's good, bro?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man.
Cool.
Is this a new chain?
Yeah, you probably ain't seen this joint. It's my little 6 mile, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of things about that chain. Little is not how I would describe it.
Got the albums on the back of that bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got it from Hutch, rest in peace.
That shit's crazy. The jeweler who passed away in Detroit is who did it? Yeah. Did they ever find who did that?
I don't know.
That's super sad because I follow a lot of the Detroit like IG pages, and I saw that shit happen, man. I know he was important.
Hutch was a good nigga, man.
Yeah.
That shit fucked up.
How you been though, man?
Been cooling, bro. Just grinding. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just opened up the juice bar in Troy, Michigan.
So you got a juice bar?
Yeah.
So last time
I got it for my wife. It's something she really do. She take that shit serious. That shit like real passion of hers.
Right. So wifey runs the juice bar.
Yeah, it's hers. I got it for her.
Right.
You know.
Family business, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's family owned, you know what I'm saying?
Does she allow your potato chips to get sold in the juice bar since it's kind of the opposite end of the health spectrum?
She wasn't going for it.
You can't get the Vezzo hot chips
She ain't going
in
for
the juice bar.
Everything in that motherfucker organic. Everything.
Are you like pretty like healthy when it comes to just like what you're putting in your body and shit?
Yeah, because of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like acai or is it like...
Yeah, we got acai bowls. We got fucking like ginger shots and like wheatgrass and just all kind of shit. Like,
it's crazy too, man, because I always tell people, like, I was out there about 2 years ago. That's when I linked with you when you were shooting your movie. And that was my first time in Detroit. I was out there for about a week.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know what to...
Yeah, you came to the movie shoot. You sure did, yeah.
I didn't know what to expect out there, and I always tell everybody, man, I loved it out there, bro.
Fuck with it.
It was great. I felt like the energy was great. We were all over the place. We were on the east side. We were on the west side.
He was definitely moving through that bitch like a gangster.
But it was so cool, man. Like, the food was fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We definitely, I think...
Did you go to a Coney Island?
Yeah, we went to a few. One of them was really good. The one that we went to that was trash was the one on, was it on 8 Mile? Was it called Mickey D's or Nicky D's?
Yeah.
By Truth? I think it was right by Truth.
He went to Nicky D's.
Wasn't great.
Yeah. Bitch right across on Mile to 8 Mile.
I think it's by the strip club, right?
Yeah, right across the street from Truth.
Not great.
It's a couple of them motherfuckers though. Well, yeah.
The one I went to that was pretty good was...
went to Zorba's.
I might have went to Zorba. I don't know.
Went to Zorba's. You would remember that.
I'm trying to think, where did we go? Sada took us to a place in his area that was really good. But it was like, we had like, I think we had cheesecake and like, I had like some sort of sandwich.
You was on Kelly and Maross.
Something like that.
That's exactly where you was at.
Yeah. It was funny too because being in Detroit is the only time I walked into a liquor store and they had the fake weed bags for $1 a piece.
Man, you know, we burnt out in Detroit.
So I was like, damn.
You go to the corner store, you need to get a white tee, some socks, all kind of shit.
It's like, and you could get a counterfeit Gary Payton cookies bag to stuff some bullshit inside of.
For sure.
Or but of course, you know, you got vapes all up and through there. You got the chips. How's the chip game treating you?
Doing good.
Yeah.
That's Chanel. That's me and Chanel joint.
Shout out to Chanel.
Yeah, that was her thing. She pulled me in like a real gangster.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
How important is it for you, like, to just continue to like push entrepreneurially, whether it's producing movies, whether it's launching the juice bar? Because I feel like it's always something new outside of music with you, which is important.
You know, as starting off, I ain't gonna cap like at first, just doing like my entrepreneurship shit. I was doing that shit for the wrong reasons, just to say I own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was shorty, 24. I bought a restaurant and a dispensary and a car wash, but I bought that shit just to say I had it. But now I do it because it's genuinely my passion. Like, if I open up a business, it's something that I genuinely believe in, you know what I'm saying? I'm in this shit for the money now. I'm not in it for the look. So, yeah. And I don't jump on everything, pause, like, you know what I mean? Pass a lot of shit up. I try to be smart with what I invest in. You know what I mean? I'm still, I got to get out of using my own money too. That's a problem for me. I got to get out of that.
Yeah, they say, you know, a lot of the smart folks out here, they're really good at using other people's money.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. You got to learn how to do that. I got to get help, but yeah.
It's interesting too, because what I looked at as a positive would be somebody who has your background, somebody who's had your story, your journey through Detroit, not only meeting with one presidential candidate, but meeting with two.
Yeah.
I look at that as a big deal.
Yeah, they was mad at me.
But a lot of people wasn't too happy with you.
I know that's why I said them motherfuckers was mad.
I feel like people weren't tripping as much. You meet with RFK, but I feel like once you took the picture with Trump, motherfuckers was tripping.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't blame them. You know, they didn't understand what was going on, and they didn't understand my thinking and my mentality about everything and where I stand just with shit, period, outside of music. You know, I don't know. I don't think I talk too much, you know what I mean, like about myself other than doing interviews. So a motherfucker might not know I got a whole lot of sense. And I know better. I know to listen to all, if I'm voting, I know to listen to all candidates. You know what I mean? Don't shut nobody out and don't just run with what mainstream media say. I try to do my own independent research. I understand that I don't have to have no emotional connection to none of them. You know what I mean? I'm not with a party. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
Right.
I'm not any of that. I'm just a black man that make music, you know what I'm saying, from the trenches. So for me, it's like I always believed in going to the source to ask my questions instead of getting them third hand.
Yeah, getting them with like a, I guess,
with some cut on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if I hear some shit that's possibly true, I still want to figure it out on my own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that aside, I understand why people would have felt the way. You know, we black, we motherfuckers feel how they feel. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like, nah, I want to go see what's happening.
I feel like too. Like it feels like at times, like, you know, somebody who's been a lifelong Democrat, it feels like the Democratic Party takes advantage of the black vote so much.
Without a doubt, they feel entitled to our votes.
100%. They don't have to earn it anymore. I feel
We've
like
been the black community, lifelong Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. King was a registered Republican.
Crazy.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I look at some of the things recently Trump's been saying, and I think to myself, if you just removed his name and you just were like, wait, somebody came out for legalizing weed and someone came out for not taxing overtime hours and not taxing tips, you'd be like, that's a radical Democrat right there.
Yeah. Shit, wow, you still a Democrat?
I'm independent, dog. You know, I hit you when you were RFK because that's who I was going to vote for.
Yeah, I fuck with RFK.
He's talking that health shit. He's talking about cleaning up the food.
It ain't about no size with RFK. It's about what right and wrong with him, you know. And he's strong about how he feel with his opinions. Mm-hmm. You know, he not a tribal member.
No,
you know, he don't move as if he in a tribe. Like he was a Democrat.
And they made it impossible. They made it impossible for him to stay a Democrat.
Facts. That's a fact.
They changed all kind of rules.
They attacked homes. He tried to keep it gangster with us about COVID.
Mm-hmm. The whole time.
And he was right. And it came out that he was right.
Yeah.
But he had already got dragged and got canceled and all that.
It's crazy.
I think his family went against him and shit.
It's wild. Well, you know, I think some of his family, a couple of members are in the Biden cabinet in some capacity. Yeah. It's wild though, like you said, like on that COVID shit. Like I'm like, bro, this guy was right the whole time.
He was right. I don't think he be right about everything, but nobody be. That's what I was about to say. Ain't nobody 100% correct about everything that they say. Excuse me, all they political views and all that. You know what I mean? I don't never believe 100% of everything anybody say.
For sure.
I mean? You gotta have your own mindset. You gotta have your own opinions, you know what I mean? Do your research and come up with what you come up with.
100%.
Then we got to take our personal feelings out this shit. Stop being so emotional, attached to politicians.
A tribe. Stop being so tribal.
Exactly. We be tribal, and at the end of the day,
people are worried about the vessel more than they're worried about the policies.
You know what people fail to realize? Them folks is colleagues. They all on the same team.
They say left wing, right wing, same bird.
Same bird.
For
the same
sure.
bird. They all on one. They in one team. They in one circle. They colleagues. Them people know each other. They genuinely know each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's us that choose sides. You know what I mean?
They divide us on like the fringe issues that. I mean, the shit that really should matter is like, are we gonna go to World War III or not?
That's what really matters. And I feel like I don't know the way this shit.
But they got us fighting over like abortion and like random fringe shit where it's like.
Yeah.
Well, what about the World War that might be cracking off? You know,
you remember back in the day, like at the barbershops and shit, man, them niggas used to disagree on everything, full-fledged arguments, disagreeing, but in a respectful way.
Yeah.
They was able to, nah, bro, what you saying don't make sense. I look at it like this. They would do that shit all day, every day at the barbershop. It's not the same no more. That energy is gone. You can't disagree without being attacked verbally, you know what I'm saying?
Or truly like people severing ties with you.
Yeah, or pinning you to a specific side. You know what I mean?
Like if you might agree, it's funny, I say this all the time because it's like I might agree with, this with Trump or this with the left, but it's like it's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
It's like it's all or nothing.
That's a fact.
And it's so disheartening, bro.
That's how I am, though. I agree with a lot of shit. And
for sure.
Not even just with Trump, period. Just like conservative shit, I agree with a lot of shit they do. I agree with shit that Democrats do. I'm not with a party. I'm independent.
100%.
Individual.
Being independent is the way to go, man.
It's the way to go, y'all. Stay independent all the way around the board.
I tell this to everybody. Nobody owns your vote.
Fuck no.
And then when people are trying to be like, well, if you vote for RFK, you're throwing your vote away. And I'm like, it's my vote, dog. It's not throwing, like, to me, that's the state of mind that they want you to be in. So you have to choose between two parties.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's my vote. Fuck what y'all think.
Yeah.
I ain't throwing my vote away because I'm voting with who I feel like is the best choice.
That's a fact.
So it's interesting to say the least, man. I'm curious, man, like, it feels like the energy in Detroit has been, at least amongst all the leaders of the hip hop community, has been real positive.
Yeah.
Everybody's been moving unison in the same direction. Do you feel that energy from your perspective as well?
Yeah, I do. I feel like that. Even when it be like little shit or somebody might disagree with each other, it's just stay behind the scenes. And don't get too far. You know what I'm saying? We try to all be respectful to our city and not fuck up this opportunity for ourselves. Like that shit ain't gotta hit the internet, especially if it's some real life shit. Real life is real life. The internet ain't real life. We gotta learn how to separate that. The internet is a facade. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't real. It's not tangible. That shit is highlights and a lot of games. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no one's gonna post the bad times on Instagram.
No, that's a fact. So yeah, I think we do a great job with keeping whatever business private.
Do you feel like that was like one thing that was working against Detroit for a lot of years, was just so much conflict with everybody? It was like a negative kind of cloud, I felt like.
It was definitely a negative cloud, but I don't think that's what the problem was. I think the problem was the world didn't understand that sound. I remember in like 2014, bro, I went to New York and I went to play one of the biggest songs in Detroit at the time. Two of them. It was Money Phone.
Money Phone was my shit.
And I had a song called Dancing. I went to play that shit in New York for them labels. They like, what the fuck is this? They thought it was trash. They thought it was terrible. It's the same type of beats that I rap on right now. Same lingo, same everything. The world just wasn't ready to accept that sound. It took some time. It's a unique sound. You know what I'm saying? Our music sped up, everything fast down that motherfucker. Like, so I just think it was the timing. I don't think it was necessarily the beefs niggas had. I mean, at the end of the day, usually the smoke turns shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we being ignorant about it. But yeah, I think it was the point, sound and the timing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting too, because now you'll hear like so many even Midwest artists doing the Detroit sound. Even like the style of like,
cadence,
just the way bars are delivered. I'm like, man, Rio's influenced so many people.
Fuck yeah, Rio influenced a whole generation.
It's kind of crazy. It's like, I feel like there's even kids that don't even know who they're influenced by. I'm like, yeah, like you really sound like a little like Baby Rio.
It's really like that. Yeah. It's really like that in real life. I appreciate that shit though. Like niggas ain't gotta fuck with our sound. You know what I mean? So when niggas from like other cities and states rap on our type of instrumentals, it ain't doing nothing but help push our agenda out further. Cause this something that we mastered already. So if you just trying it, and if it worked for you, it's good for us. Cause this is sound we mastered. We can just go follow them same footsteps with some shit that we already got locked down. So, we definitely ain't one of them type of places where it's like, damn, everybody want to sound like us. We don't think like that. Niggas ain't gotta fuck with the sound. Niggas is pushing that agenda for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it might not, if a motherfucker in Delaware it might not take a Detroit artist for Delaware to respect the Detroit sound. It might take a nigga from Delaware to rap on a Detroit beat to make Delaware respect that sound.
Right.
So they pushing the agenda. They pushing that sound for us. You know what I'm saying?
How big of a deal was it for you, man, being through everything you've been through with obviously being incarcerated, coming back out, kind of having to hit reset, going through it with, it was Motown, right?
Yeah, I was signed to Motown.
And then ending up, you know, getting a plaque off of Up the Score, like that had to be like a real independently too, like
No,
that
for sure.
That had to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gotta, to me that means more than like going diamond on a major.
That was one of them moments for me. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it was independent. You heard. At the same time, it was more so like, damn, I need more. I ain't even really ready to celebrate this shit because I need some more.
Right.
If I did this shit once, I can do this shit again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it. But it was still one of them moments because it was independent. Yeah.
What is, you know, for you, this go around, because obviously you're with QC now. Are you still with QC?
I'm independent.
So you're back independent. That was the last album?
Yeah.
That was the last project with QC?
Yeah.
With QC.
Yeah.
So you're back to fully being independent.
Yeah, Shersky. It's going to stay that way. I don't know why I do real good. I just do real good when I'm independent. I do amazing. I don't know what it is. I feel like I put in the same exact type of work. You know what I mean? It's just shit just turn up for me every time I'm independent.
I think too, man. I think you know. I know. I feel like you have like a good team, like in a good infrastructure. Where I'm not sure, like outside of a Advance, what a label could do for you.
Yeah, that's what.
Because you understand how to work your shit more than any label would understand how to work your shit. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's what I say all the time. Like even like in the radio world, we have like salespeople who will sell us as radio personalities, but they don't understand the brands. Yeah. So it's like, well, the personalities could really sell the shit better than y'all could because we understand the brands. We live this shit.
That's how that
it's
shit
like
be.
This is your music. This is your sound. You know what to do with it more than anybody, dog.
Yeah, and I've been put in positions before where a label just didn't understand. You know, they weren't seeing what I was seeing. You know what I mean? Because they feel like they the machine. Like, nigga, no, you need to listen to us and learn from us.
Now you got to do this song with this person. You got to rap on this kind of shit, or we got to put you in with this A&R.
And at the same time, and every time I heard that, I think like that. Maybe you're right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the nigga that feel like he know everything. I like learning from everybody, and I ain't got nothing to lose by trying shit. But when shit don't work, I just stick right back to my guns. And every time I lead the lead on my music and the way I want to market it and all that shit just work out, and I win every time. It never fails. I always win.
And you keep all the money.
All the money. I want all the money, man.
So you're just doing like DistroKid, TuneCore? You got a distro situation?
Yeah, I got a distro joint.
That's good.
I ain't never did TuneCore.
It's like that's the one thing about some of these distro companies is like, there's the distro companies that'll take like 20% just to hit upload. Yeah. And then there's like, and that's all they're really doing.
Do DistroKid got representatives? Like, can you call them? Can you talk to them?
Yes, if you're yes.
You can email them folks and they pick up the phone.
The top tier artists have a direct contact with both TuneCore and DistroKid.
You know that's why I ain't never fuck with them.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I didn't know. I thought you couldn't talk to them people. Mm-hmm. But I like where I'm at. I'm in a really great situation with a great company and great individuals.
The one thing that's dope is with DistroKid is just it's easy to pay your producers.
What you mean?
Like let's say it's a feature, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say like you get a feature from artist A, and artist A is like, hey, you want to be like, hey yo, I want to take care of you on the feature. Yeah. You just give them, let's say 10% of the record, and then the money's just DistroKid splits it for you.
That's the same shit where I'm at.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, we got a great situation.
That's good.
Wonderful. Yeah. I'm gonna stay with them people for a long time.
Who is it?
Foundation Media.
Oh, shout out to Lee Haro. Yeah, Lee's you're good in good hands. Yeah. Lee's my brother for real.
That's my brother right there, man. Lee really a good dude, bro. Like all the way, man.
Lee's my dog.
He not a shyster.
Nah, I've done business with Foundation.
And he's smart and he give up the game. Mm-hmm. Lee give up the game.
Lee's the best.
You know what I'm saying? He get a knowledge out. So
and the cool thing about Lee too is like, shit, dog, if you catch one for real, that motherfucker can upstream that shit real quick.
That's what Ups goes on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Foundation.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Drop that bitch on the foundation.
Lee's great. Yeah, you're in good hands, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
We'll
Yeah.
keep it thugging.
I love it, man.
Shout out to Lee, man.
Shout out to Foundation, man. Talk to me, man. Like, for you, you were obviously we're gonna release this when your new project comes out. Is your new project done?
Yeah, Live from the 6, part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
What features you got on it?
I ain't putting no features on this.
You.
I'm gonna save all my features. I got hella features too right now, like shit that I ain't dropped that I've been doing as of recent. I'm gonna save them for like the top of the year or either the end of this year. I don't have not one project where I don't got features.
This would be your first project with just you.
Yeah. I might put my kids on this bitch and do some fried shit.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
Do a skit or something. Or maybe I have them do a hook.
I'm gonna put my kids on it. I'll probably put my nigga Bankroll Freddie on there. Free Bankroll.
Yeah, free him, man, for sure.
That's my nigga right there.
Shout out to Dallas,
that's a good
man.
nigga right there, bro.
I wonder, man, like for you, you know, being somebody who's so loved in your city, but also just knowing how like
ain't nobody loved in their city.
Well, hey,
Not
trust
fully
me.
loved.
I was gonna tell you, I'm dealing with that shit right now.
Yeah.
But you know, we just saw some details of Dolph's murder obviously come out, which were heartbreaking to hear. Obviously, rest in peace to Dolph. But I'm curious, man. Like, do you make sure, like, when you're moving around, like you're very, very. I mean, I've been with you. I know you move around pretty militantly, but like you said, you're never, especially in your hometown, bro. Like you got the biggest. You get the most love and the most hate.
It's about it's either love or hate or respect. You know, it's either one of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to speak on nobody's situation. Rest in peace, Dolph. That ain't my place. That ain't my politics.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I just mean just in terms of just like, you know, he passed away in his hometown.
Yeah.
Like just being careful, you know, being a lot more careful when you see shit like that.
I'm not telling no niggas how I move.
That's fair.
Niggas got to figure it out. I ain't speaking on how I move.
I'm curious for you. You've learned so much through the music industry, being in so many different situations. Are you trying to build a label out yourself, find talent, or are you ready to do that? Or
man, you know what? Like, I feel like that's where I was with it for a while, but now I'm more so just like I'm just trying to run a checkup. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and more focus on business and like my family and shit like that. But I got a couple niggas around me that I genuinely believe in, that I got real love for, that I know gonna make it and I know gonna blow up. And I think the best thing for me to help them with is show them niggas how to be bosses and own their own shit. I don't want to be in nobody's way and get money off of no nigga that, especially if I ain't got to, because there's a way around Vezzo. There's always a way around niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather show my young niggas that way around me. And for the longest, I always wanted that, you know, want to be the CEO, let me sign niggas, but I don't think that it's just not for me at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
It do. It come with a lot of responsibility, but not only that, I genuinely feel in my heart it don't make sense for them. You get what I'm saying?
Because you're not there yet. Where you're not in that mindset.
I'm not in that mindset, and even if I was, it's a way around me. You know what I mean? I'd rather show niggas how to get dog shit rich if I can do that and help create other multi-millionaires. You know what I mean? I don't wanna be own no nigga. Who the fuck am I to own a nigga? You know what I'm saying? We ain't in slavery no more. And I'm not saying to go too deep with the shit,
right.
But just period though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I look at niggas like Jungle, look at niggas like Butter, you know what I'm saying? SBRPs, like them niggas got real talent and they with me all the time. And I know them niggas don't. Niggas don't need me. It just take for them to just stay focused. And I just put some plays down and do as much as I can. But at the same time, for them niggas to get where they need to be, I feel like they gonna need more than just a Vezzo. Respectfully, you know, just being 100. I don't want to just look like a boss. I really am a boss. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the nigga that just seem like he this and he that. I try to be what I feel like I am, what I think I am. And I like to appear less than what I really am. You know what I'm saying?
And I think also, you know, you're a family man, so it's like all of that extra responsibility, it takes away from bandwidth you might have with your kids.
19 brothers and sisters, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, It's almost like, would you rather sign an artist that could or could not work out, or open a juice shop with your wife? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or open 10 of them.
Both. I can do both.
You can do both.
If if the right situation come on my behalf to where somebody open that door up for me, and cause I know talent, I know how to market, I know how to do this shit. If that door was to open up for me and I'm able to spend somebody else's money, then fuck yeah, we gonna turn shit all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I think I'd rather just show niggas how to get their own money and be their own bosses. I've signed niggas before, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't think it's fair to them.
Yo, want to give a shout out to our sponsors at Odd Socks, baby, the most comfortable socks in the entire world. They got the Corona, they got the Office, man. They also just got the Tapatio, Street Fighter, plus the Odd Socks Basics are my favorite socks I've ever put on my feet. They're on my feet right now. I can show you. Look at this. It's an Odd Socks Basic right there. Bam! You see that X? Anyway, listen. You got to go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off. Holidays are creeping up on us. Time to get some gifts. You could also do the underwear. Yeah, let's check these out. Little XL boys right here. All right. If you're into Naruto. If you're not into Naruto, that's not your thing. What are these? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Little Ghostbusters. Come on, man. Shout out to Odd Socks, oddsocksofficial.com. Promo code Bootleg. That's our family. We also want to say prayers and thoughts with them because they are located in the Tampa area. And we just want to say we love our dogs out there at Odd Socks. And please support oddsocksofficial.com. Also want to give a shout out. We got to talk about my bookie, all right? Football season is here. I've had one hell of a run so far when it comes to football season. Not only is it football season, but it's also baseball playoffs and NBA season is creeping. Preseason action's already in full effect. Get in it on all the action. Go to MyBookie right now, mybookie.ag. Sign up for a new account using the promo code Bootleg. When you sign up, you're going to get a first deposit bonus. Yes. It could be $200. It could be $1,000. Look, sign up, get that first deposit bonus. What I love about MyBookie that they just started, you can do a bunch of dope different parlays. Like let's say you want to do a touchdown score. You could do like a bunch of touchdown scores on the same ticket. And what I love, I just did this actually. This past weekend, I had 3 out of 4 of my legs hit on a parlay. And the fourth leg was looking good, but not sure. So I cashed out early and I was able to still make my money, win my ticket. It's amazing. Plus they got the live casino. You could play, I was just playing roulette. You could play blackjack with a live dealer on cam. It's amazing. MyBookie.ag. Get in on the action. When you sign up with that account, use the promo code Bootleg. And guess what? If you do sign up with a new MyBookie account and you use the promo code Bootleg, if you DM me on Instagram, I'm going to send you some Bootleg Kev Odd Socks and a little gift pack from all of our sponsors. All right, so go do that. Let's get back to the interview right now. How dope has it been? Was it last year there was 2 Detroit rappers on the Double XL? Or was it this year? I think it was last year. I think it was Skilla Baby and Babytron. Am I tripping?
Yep, it was.
Babyface Ray been on?
Ray been on there?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Ray been on there. No, I think it was 3. I think it was
3.
V's.
Well, this year I think it was Skilla Baby. Last year
on there.
Well, it would have been this year if he was on there. So it would have been this year. It would have been V's and Skilla Baby. I think.
And last year was Babytron
and Babyface Ray.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And this year is Skilla and V's, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they both deserve that.
No, it's just dope. Like to see shit, man. At Double XL, I feel like it's so biased and major label biased at times. Mm-hmm. Like LA don't get no fucking love on their magazines, like at all, ever.
They be tweaking like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know who from LA's been on the cover. Like,
damn, that's crazy. Ain't nobody. Well, nobody ain't.
The last person was Blast, and I think before that it was Ty Dolla $ign. I could be wrong, but I know the last person was Blast.
Where they based out of?
They're from New York, yeah.
What you think that's about, though?
It's just some New York bias shit.
That's
why I think it's dope that you guys have you guys are doing so much, and it's like y'all can't ignore what the fuck we doing over here.
Definitely appreciate that. Look, that shit help out.
Yo, what were your thoughts when you heard? I thought it was kind of dope when that Toby record dropped. It was Eminem, Big Sean, and Baby Tron.
I think that record fire.
And I just thought it was cool because it was like 3 generations.
That was fire.
And everyone blacked out.
Trying like the new white boy.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Yeah, you fucked with it?
Yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with Tron, period. I fuck with Sean. Obviously, Emma legend, bro.
Yeah.
Owns a GOAT. He like top 5, period. Like ever.
On any list.
On any list. It don't matter what the list is. That motherfucker really can rap. You know
I think too it was just kind of cool to see because you would always hear critiques of him that like maybe he's not like hip to like what's like or acknowledging the newer generation of Detroit, but to me that was kind of dope because it was like
I think it was. I mean, whether he acknowledged the new generation or not, it don't matter. He Eminem, he get to do that type of shit.
Yeah,
you know
I think Royce is kind of like his like ear too when it comes to a lot of that shit.
Yeah, Royce a real nigga though. I fuck with Royce. Royce do a lot of real nigga shit.
For sure, Royce is a legend and also one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Royce a motherfucker too. You know who Royce got? Courtney Bell. You have Courtney Bell?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
that nigga a dog with his shit.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, and then Proof Son is killing it. Nassan.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. He was just up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fire.
He's super fire.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, y'all are shit. Y'all got it right now.
We got hella talent from all kind of genres and shit. We got the streets. We got the backpack shit. Mm-hmm. We got pop shit. We got singing shit.
Yo, what are your thoughts on your Pistons right now, man?
Man, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I don't even watch sports. Not for real.
I know the season's about to start.
I love all the Detroit teams just because they from that way, but I don't watch that shit, bro. I don't watch sports at all.
To be fair, you haven't had a reason to watch the Pistons for like 20 years.
I ain't gonna lie, I do feel like the Lions gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I just feel that shit. I don't know why.
The Lions are good.
I think them boys really gonna win. It just seemed like I feel it. I smell that shit in the air. It's happening. For sure. Remember I said that them boys gonna take that bitch.
Yo, it's crazy too, cause like I went to when we're in Detroit, I didn't realize. I found out Little Caesars started in Detroit.
You talking about the pizza spot?
Yeah, I didn't know that was started in Detroit. I had no fucking idea. I didn't know. Because I was like, it's the Little Caesars arena. Yeah. They're like, yeah, it started here. I'm like, oh, that makes sense because they used to be popping with the square pizzas.
What's Holmes? He was a black dude. LeVan Hawkins. That's you remember him? Is that his name? Yeah, LeVan Hawkins. He had a run with the Little Caesars.
Listen, there's been nothing more clutch in the life of a up and coming, struggling radio personality as myself when I was a kid than a $5 pizza.
What you mean struggling? You saying back then?
Back then,
yeah,
that fucking used to survive. My son was off that Little Caesars.
That's that
dog.
Trap House special. That's that one bitch. That's that nigga feed the whole family.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready.
That shit, man. So, like you said, you got a bunch of big features that you're just sitting on that are going to be for the next project. So, like, now that you're independent, obviously, you could just do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
New albums dropping in October. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming we're not going to have to wait much longer for...
No, I'm going to drop that bitch ASAP just so I can hurry up and push the other album out. Yeah.
Would you do a joint project with anybody?
Yeah, I would.
I feel like there's been some good ones coming out of the city, obviously.
For sure.
The T Grizzly Skilla Baby album was hard as fuck.
Yeah, that bitch was stupid. That's the album that the one song they had on Perfect, right? Mm-hmm. What's the name of the song?
I think you got
Gorgeous,
it right.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
That bitch was a hit. I'd do a joint album. I just don't know who.
Who would you want to do a joint album with?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, you're on tour with Peasy right now.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my twin.
Both you guys are like, independent.
Yeah, Peasy, his feature partner is Payroll. Them boys got a lot of shit together.
They do.
Them boys are good. That's a good duo. That's a great duo.
But y'all are a good duo too. Y'all on the road together.
Peasy, my twin though. I think I want to do some shit with somebody like that I don't like. That I rarely do music with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make it make sense.
What about somebody from Flint?
I do it like Crispy Life.
RMC Mike's hard.
Rio.
Yeah.
All them niggas Flint hard. They all
yeah. Yeah, that'd be hard. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like been the thing in Detroit is like these collab projects popping up and they've all delivered for sure. So for you, like you're not would you say you're not gonna entertain a label situation ever again? Because at this point you
motherfucking paper right, absolutely.
It's got to be something you can't.
Shit, something crazy. Something I go spend on the youngins. It got to be about them. You know what I'm saying? Again, like right now, I wouldn't waste nobody's time. But if it's a sweet situation, then if it's something that's about more so about other people and not myself, fuck yeah, like a label deal with a real check,
like a real infrastructure, real bag where you could put some money
so I can hire a
back.
real team and a full team, and really sit back and put my mind to work and focus on other people more. You know what I mean? I just want a lot of more money and just sit back and spend my shit quietly, bro. I like being low. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no party nigga. I don't go out. I don't hang out. I don't be with nobody. I don't hang with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of homies. I got a lot of family. I got a lot of youngins. But I'm a nigga that just be dolo all day, every day, until I feel like popping out.
Yeah.
It's on the flow. You know what I'm saying?
The last time we chatted on the pod, we were talking about some of the reading you were doing when you were incarcerated. I just had a guy named X-Rated on from SAC. He was locked up for 26 years and went gold in prison, like in the early...
What you mean?
So X-Rated, he's from Sacramento. He used to work with like Sibo and like Brother Lynch, and he was recording rap albums in the 90s from over the phone from jail. And
he has
a couple of gold albums from prison.
That nigga a dog.
Yeah, so we're talking, and like he was just saying, like, obviously you didn't do that amount of time, but you did, I feel like, gain some perspective on life from sitting down. What do you think is the difference between somebody who can come out on the other side of those experiences, I wouldn't necessarily say rehabilitated, but maybe enlightened with a lot more perspective and a lot more appreciation, and then like people who seem to just get stuck in the system, if you will. And, you know, because sometimes it's hard to break away from friend groups and break away from certain habits once you get free.
Shit, I already had an opportunity for myself before I went. So
you saw a glimpse of what it could be. I
already seen a glimpse of it. So being in there only enhanced my plan. You know what I'm saying? It made my ideas stronger, made my ambition stronger. I had already seen some shit, you know what I'm saying? I already made a lot of money. And I knew it was way more to get. Before I went in, I thought I had a lot. Then going in, I realized I ain't had shit. It wasn't enough. And it made me want way more. And I already had a plan because I laid the blueprint down for myself before I went in. So I feel like I had a fortunate situation in the end, you know what I mean? And everybody don't get that type of blessing to have that type of opportunity. So it'll be hard to kind of maybe see where other dudes mind at mentally on how they end up back in them places. You know, I can't say I understand, but I can't fully condemn them because, again, I had a different opportunity that
you also had a glimpse of this shit working.
Exactly. I already seen it. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I was capable of already. A lot of niggas ain't got that. A lot of niggas don't rap. So sometimes the streets, that be all a lot of niggas know. And it's hard to break up out that cycle when that's all you know. I got opportunity. I'm an artist, and it was hard for me to break out that shit. Like, it was hard, bro. A bona fide street nigga, like in real life, was getting real money. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't easy. It took a long time for me to say, you know what, rap should be first. You know what I mean? It took for me to go to prison to really feel that way. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It should be this only, but with more encouragement, more strive in this shit. So it's hard to condemn other people or see where they mindset at by keep falling back in them same positions and shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up out here, bro. It's not easy. This shit it's not easy. You know, a lot of niggas get a late start. We late bloomers. Niggas don't realize they should have stayed in school till they 25. You know what I mean? It'd be different if niggas realized that in the ninth grade. Like, damn, I should start back going to school. I should stay in school. I need to catch up on last semester. We don't understand this shit until we 25.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like it's like a scarlet letter on you when you come out as a felon. The amount of job opportunities you have is extremely limited. It's like you can't lie on an application, and
we lose our rights. You know what
can't
I'm saying?
vote.
So it's no, you can vote, but
as a convicted felon, I don't think you can vote in the national election. Can you?
You can vote.
Oh,
hell yeah, I vote.
Maybe in is that a Michigan thing?
No, that's period. You can vote.
I didn't know that.
You can vote. You can vote. Convicted felon can vote.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we can vote now. Federally, we can vote.
Oh shit.
But the thing is, we lose other rights. Say a nigga go to prison, he lose his rights, he get out, he start a business, become a law-abiding citizen. Now the people in the trenches that he grew up with, they don't like that. They feeling away. This man can't protect himself. He can't protect his family. He not
don't have
trusted
the right
to have a weapon. He not trusted to have a weapon. He still looked at like an irresponsible nigga, like a piece of shit. So any man, when they back against the wall in that type of situation, they gonna choose safety and they gonna choose life over anything else. And that's how a lot of niggas get out, do good, and go right back. Because most of the time they protecting themselves. It just look bad. It just look bad on paper. It look bad in front of the courts. Because they not understanding that scenario. You a felon. You shouldn't have a gun. You terrible. Go back to jail. They don't care about why you had that bitch. They don't care about the reason you had to use that motherfucker. They just care that you had it. So we lose a lot of rights, and it ain't nobody fault why we initially lose them rights. I just think it should be a little different, I think the process should be a little different. I think they should judge from a different standpoint, right. Judge somebody's character, see what they life about, see what position they in, see if they can be trusted, give it some time. Even if it's 10 years, you know what I'm saying? I think with like state shit, you can get your rights back. I don't know if it's like that on the federal end. It may be. I don't know. I never heard of that.
I wonder, like, when you were able to, I don't know how long you're able to chop it over RFK, but were you able to kind of bounce any of those concerns off of him?
I didn't want to. There's so many gray areas with politicians. Yeah. I ain't want to put his back against the wall and ask the wrong question and get a response for my question, but for a question he possibly shouldn't be answering.
Right.
I just didn't want to put him in that position, so I stayed away from certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
How was Trump when you met him? I'm sure it was quick.
I went there for a reason, with an agenda, but it was quick. It was real quick. Pause. It was quick. But it was what it was, you know what I'm saying? I went there, I put myself on the line. I went there I want to see this shit. You really like this? You don't like this? You don't like that?
Isn't that what they were saying? He was supposed to be like in a bad area, but there was like hella white people in the crowd. I don't know. I didn't know what to believe because I just saw every side of the news. And one side of the news was saying Trump was in the hood. The other side of the news was saying, yeah, but it was a bunch of white folks in the crowd.
He was in the trenches for sure, but it definitely was a lot of white people there. There was a lot of black people too, a whole lot.
Yeah.
It was at a black church, but I don't know, bro. It is what it is.
I feel like too, like people understand like there's like a real... It's funny because I say this all the time, but that time I was in Detroit for that week, I went to a Tech Nine concert right by, what's that venue by Eminem's restaurant across the street from the Tigers Park? There's a concert venue right there.
Where? What venue?
The theater.
Fox? Fillmore? No, you talking about the Fox. That's the Fox. That's the Fox.
Anyway, so I'm in this crowd, and if you know anything about Tech Nine, he has a lot of, interesting fans, right?
Man, he got like a cult-like fan base.
For sure. But in the crowd, I'm like people watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really get Eminem now. Like Eminem would have been one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some like real like, because where I'm from, we got white trash, but I feel like Detroit white trash hits different. That's like that auto industry.
No, we definitely got this.
You know what I mean? and just being sure. the tourist I was, we drove through the trailer park on 8 Mile or wherever it was.
That's on 8 Mile.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
8 Mile and DeQuinton.
Yeah. Not too far from that shitty Coney I went to.
Yeah. Right down the street.
Yeah.
That's the block after mine, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it's so close because that's like it's like a trailer park, but then the
bitch like tucked off a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, on me. Yeah.
And where his trailer was is just like a plot now. There's like not a trailer.
They moved that motherfucker.
No, there's nothing there right now. Like
that's what I'm saying. They moved the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have sold that bitch for 5 M's. Come get this bitch.
I think his house.
Fuck is you talking about?
Someone bought that house.
Shady stayed in this bitch.
Someone bought that house. I think that was on the Marshall Mathers LP, or it was up for auction.
That crib was on Bradford though.
Crazy. Yeah. What's obviously outside of the music, man? Outside of the album, what's next for you, man?
I just wrapped up another movie. It's a comedy called Rideshare. I directed this joint though. I ain't really acting in there. I had fun on the set for this one. So yeah, fuck with the movies heavy. I'm just coasting, bro. I'm thugging. You know what I'm saying?
What is the?
Whatever.
Are these movies going to Tubi?
With this one,
Amazon.
Yeah, all my movies on Amazon and Tubi and Google Play and all that shit.
What is the business of like an independent movie like that? Because I got some ideas, bro.
It's a whole lot of money.
I just wonder, cause like I've been trying. Look, this is my idea. I've said this on camera. I want to do one or two things. Both of them are going to be terrible horror movies. You remember The Ring?
Yeah.
Where they climb through the screen? Mm-hmm. What if there was like a hood version of The Ring, but instead of the TV, it was an OnlyFans chick climbing through her subscribers' screens and killing them while they're jacking off? Tell me that wouldn't be heat for Tubi.
Tubi, where the money at on the movies?
Or there's a prostitute in the city, right? Let's say she's on the track. She's just a normal prostitute. She fucks around and gets picked up by the wrong John, who gives her some sort of zombie virus that she unknowingly spreads.
That bitch sound like a Tubi movie.
Exactly. So there's this chick who doesn't know she's got the zombie virus, and she's unknowingly spreading it to all of her tricks for like, I don't know, let's say like a week. And then it turns into like a zombie outbreak all across the city.
I feel like hood horror films don't really do that good. That shit sound like Vampire in Brooklyn.
Great movie.
You fuck with that?
I love that. Shout out to Eddie Murphy.
I hate hood horror movies.
Remember Bones with Snoop?
Cringy. Yeah, Jimmy Bones.
Yo.
I hate them shits.
Yo, I hate it. Yo, Bones was fucking terrible. Hey, we're about to kick off another interview brought to you by Hardin. That's right. If you're in Vegas, it's the #1 dispensary in the country. The craziest selection of premium cannabis. And all you got to do is shoot them a follow, Hardin_Las Vegas, HardinLasVegas.com. When you're in Vegas, tell them I sent you. Hey, shout out to our family at Blue Chew. That's right. A lot of people keep asking me, does Blue Chew work? First of all, of course it does. But if you don't believe me, you can get a month free supply of Blue Chew right now. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. Go to the website, bluechew.com, use the promo code Bootleg, and you'll get a month supply for free. Now, what is Blue Chew, fellas? If maybe you're dealing with a little erectile dysfunction, it happens to everybody, all right? Or maybe you just need a little extra, a little extra pep in your step, all right? Blue Chew is the best. First of all, I've used it, and it is amazing. It's fucking massive. They give you an extra inch. At least it feels that way. All right, I can't make that claim officially, but it feels like an extra, at least a halfer. Nonetheless, same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but of course in a chewable form. And there's no weird in-person doctor's visits. You do it all online. It's all done on the internet. It's delivered to your house in discreet packaging. Yeah, it's a vibe. Plus, they got the new mint chewables, which are amazing as well. Look, bluechew.com. Get your dick right, fellas. Please. Your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you're into. Well, thank you for it. All right. Bluechew.com, promo code Bootleg. Get a month supply for free. Let's get back to the interview. Are you a horror movie guy?
Nah, I don't really care. That shit don't be. It's like this.
You know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and like these folks said cut. And then
what are your like obviously as a movie maker, but you got to be a movie guy. What are your favorite movies?
My favorite director is Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
And then obviously he ain't got that much work, but I fuck with David Chase.
What did he do?
Sopranos.
Okay. Well, Sopranos is arguably the greatest show of all time.
For sure.
Top 3 for sure.
Without a doubt. I fuck with Boardwalk Empire too, though.
Boardwalk Empire.
That bitch a dog.
Fire.
That bitch was a dog.
So good.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is what was his name? Michael, the dude who played from The Wire, who passed away of an overdose. He was in both.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Killed it in Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, he was chalky white.
Oh, so good, man.
He was a dog in that bitch. I fuck with that type of shit though. I like period pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever watch Gangs of New York?
Yeah, I love that bitch. That
fucking
bitch
classic.
Yeah, Daniel Lee, what's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
He might be the best actor ever.
He is. He a method actor.
He might be
he like hands down the best actor.
You ever watch There Will Be Blood?
Yes.
So good.
That nigga a dog.
Bro, There Will Be Blood.
He the best actor.
If you want to watch like the best acting that at least I've ever seen, just watch There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
It's not like some like super like it's a real you gotta
oil, like oil business.
Yeah, it's super crazy, man.
Yeah.
Would you ever run for politics? Let's say 20 years from now?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it makes sense to just get money and be quiet and sit still. Feed your family and educate your kids and the people around you. And not show nobody your hand and not let nobody in with what you got in your mind. You know what I'm saying? I think that make the most sense. I feel like me running for politics, for any political position, period, I think it'll, I don't know.
It could overexpose you, leave you vulnerable.
Leave vulnerable. I got too many flaws. My past ain't the best, you know. But I do feel like, you know, soon in the future that folks' past won't matter that much. And when I say past, I mean like criminal shit.
Right.
You know, just them type of flaws, not like no sick, weirdo shit.
Nah, but like, yeah, you have a record.
Yeah, I got a record. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think in a minute, that type of shit completely won't matter at all.
For sure.
It's already getting to that point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, if Trump wins again as a felon.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But I got to think about like my family, all that type of shit. Like,
nah, because I feel like once you get into that place, like they're cool if you're an entertainer or you're an entrepreneur, but if you're gonna step into that circus of politics, it's divisive and it's evil as fuck.
Yeah, it's
mad and then
there ain't a lot of money in it.
And they use everything against you. Your
For
family
sure,
against you.
That shit is evil. I think if that part about it was to change, I possibly would. Long down the line.
Yeah.
If we can get,
I don't think that's ever gonna change though.
I think it gotta change. You're right though, but I think it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Life throws a lot of little jump shots.
Each side is so invested in being a part of a cult.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That free thinkers, independent thinkers, nuanced conversations.
It's a hard fight though, right? But free thinking and an independent thinker, that shit we gonna No, win.
I mean that is the way. Win. And like having nuanced conversations.
And it's a tough fight. Free speech, having your own mindset, having your own opinions, being able to disagree with somebody without disrespecting them or feeling like you know them.
Right.
That shit gotta stop. But I think, like I say, it's a lot of people who weed through that shit, who say and do shit and know they gonna get a reaction out of people, but do that shit just to prove a point, just to say, like, listen, I have the right to think my own way. I got a right to say what I want to feel, and I don't hate anybody. I just feel this way. I think that we're gonna win. Them type of people gonna win.
What content you watching on YouTube? You watch any podcasts or anything?
No, I don't. Nah, not really.
Nothing like news based. Like sometimes I watch like 19 Keys has a dope interview, or Joe Rogan, or some.
I watch PBD.
PBD's fire.
Yeah.
You know what I like about PBD is even though I don't agree with him on everything,
I don't agree with him on a lot of shit either. And I feel like they like every single chance they get, they always gotta bring black people up to use an example. I don't give a fuck what
on PBD they do.
Yes,
all the time. Yes,
like, I don't give a fuck what they talking about,
always.
Bro. The other weirdo ass nigga, bro.
The dude with the hair, the slick back hair,
bro.
Oh my god!
Every single time, bro. It never fails.
You're not lying.
Every single time, them niggas debating about anything.
They bring a black dude.
They bring up black people.
Always.
And I don't understand that. It's like, bro, we don't do stick to your lane. Talk about what you talking about.
Yeah.
And use the examples of the people that you speaking of.
Yeah.
Stop
it
bringing
all the time.
Them niggas, like, they don't know nothing about black people. Them niggas only know what they hear in music.
It's crazy.
What they see on TV.
Yeah.
Them niggas probably really think black people is like, all black people is like The Wire or some shit. Like,
it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just they use a lot of racist tropes, and
For
I
sure.
don't, and I know them boys. I know they not racist. I know that for a fact.
Right.
They
but
not
it's
racist.
but it's very like easy to get like when you watch that show, you'll be like, okay. I like it when
That's the only thing that
I like the old man with the glasses.
I like him
because he's kind of like on top of the economic shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like PBD.
Yeah, I do too.
I think the other dude is like just
But PBD, he do the shit too though, bro. Like
no, he does.
every single time, bro. The shit though, every time them niggas debating about something. Yeah,
and then
but
I can't
the black
watch
guy
him, like when he interviews
shut
Ice
the
Cube.
fuck up,
When he
bro.
interviews Ice Cube, I can't watch it because I'm like this. I can't watch this guy interview Ice Cube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it when he'll interview someone from the left because I know it's going to be like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. They gonna.
You should watch. There's a show called Breaking Points. It's every day in the morning. It's a Saga and Crystal. One guy used to work for Fox News. The girl used to work for MSNBC.
Them the type of shows I can fuck with.
What's great about it is
Two
listen,
opposing points.
They do the news every day,
I fuck
and they
with
just
shit
do
like
the
that.
news.
Yeah.
And it's very, very like informative. So whatever world like issue you want to figure out, they're not going to give you
Just one side.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and they're very critical of their own sides.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Would you say you lean more to a conservative mindset?
I would say like fiscally, now that I'm making money and I understand the way like business works.
Or is it that you now understand exactly what it is to, not what it is, but what conservatives really represent?
I would say I'm on the conservative side fiscally.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously when it comes to like a lot of the social issues, like I feel like we should have free healthcare.
For sure.
You know, and I feel like everybody should have equal rights. I feel like, you know, it's crazy because I grew up being anti-war my whole life. You know, we used to look at like Dick Cheney and George Bush as bad guys because they was starting these wars over bullshit. But now, there's only one side really trying to make this. I mean, if you watch the debate, and I think Trump lost the debate, hands down, he lost the debate.
She fucked him up.
She fucked him up. But I came out of that debate saying to myself, only one of those two people said they wanted to end the wars.
Yeah, for sure.
And I find it interesting.
She fucked him up, though.
Oh, she fucked him up. It was ugly. And I just find it interesting that like, you know, the pro-war party seems to be the left now, you know, and they're signing bombs and shit. Like Josh Shapiro, the guy who's the governor of Pennsylvania, just signed a bunch of missiles to send to Ukraine. And I'm like, why are we proud that Dick Cheney's endorsing Kamala Harris? That should be a bad thing. Like Dick Cheney's a war criminal.
Fighting hella proxy wars right
Very much. The proxy wars.
Tax-paying dollars.
With our money. They just signed, today they signed $8 billion to Ukraine, $8 billion more, and $8.5 billion more to Israel.
And then you got to think about the citizens who don't understand this type of shit. And they don't know no better. And they look at somebody like us to be like, y'all tweaking. But it's like,
most people
bro.
don't even understand what a proxy war is. It's like we are funding and causing two wars at the same time. It's insane. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like whoever wants to end the wars is who I'm like, yo, man, I got a son who could get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's my number one priority. I'm also like pro-choice to a certain extent. I feel like there should be like a certain like limit before you can like say, hey, look, like the baby's too far along. But I feel like every woman should be able to get an abortion.
I think any woman in the world should be able to make their own decision with
100%.
their body. It's their coochie.
100%.
Fuck, do what
So
they
that's where
want.
obviously I disagree with the right on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think.
Well, the thing is, right, technically what it is the right, they want the state to get it. So it's like if the state get a decision, then it's up to the voters.
Correct.
So it's like if the state gets something, then the citizens of that state,
It's on them to elect
them to vote whether they should do this
Right.
or vote whether they shouldn't do this. But I think like Democrats and a lot of people, I think they kind of like clouded what that mean purposely,
For sure.
so it can seem worse than what it is. But the bottom line is, shouldn't nobody be making a decision about no woman's body.
100%.
I don't give a fuck what your religion is or anything. That's that woman's
That's
body.
it's
her
their body. 100%.
She should do what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something you personally against, then you live like that.
And to me, just like the hypocrisy.
Don't nobody need to tell no woman what to do with their body, flat out.
I think the hypocrisy
no man.
of like caring about an unborn child, but yet not caring about like Palestinian kids or not caring about, young black kids who might get hit with some bullshit charges. It's like, you know,
There's so many young black kids getting fucked up with bogus charges and dying and all. It's just a lot, bro. It's a lot going on.
I've been a little disappointed that nobody has challenged Trump in any of his interviews because he said this at a rally, and I don't understand how nobody has challenged him on it. He said he wanted to do universal immunity for all police.
That was wild.
You heard him say that.
No, but that's crazy.
No, he said that. So I'm
saying it though.
But he did it I think he said it about 4 months ago.
That's wild.
And since then he sat with the black journalists, right?
That's because his ass ain't never got pulled over by no.
And he's done all these interviews, and I'm like, why has nobody asked him about that one point? That's a crazy thing to say.
That's a wild. That's motive. That's wild, bro.
Like that's insane. So, I don't know, man. You know, we'll see what happens, bro. I'm just, shit.
If you ever interview any of them dudes on PBD, let me know. I'll
let you pull up.
A lot of words for their ass.
No, I'll let you pull up.
They say a lot of shit that that don't make sense. They make sense about a lot of shit, but they say a lot of whole shit and they don't got the fact. Them dudes literally speak as if they know black people and they know black culture.
I see it all
and
the
they
time.
don't. Them niggas is listening to rap music and reading the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They listen to Drake. Just because you listen to Drake and NWA, dog.
If you look at the shit that Diddy going through, you got like a lot of people speaking as if rappers is a monolith. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We not, you know what I'm saying? Like our rap, nigga, I ain't got, you know what I mean? Like
everybody's the same.
Like when people speak on rap, they be like, yeah, all rappers get high, or like what the fuck is you talking about? Like all rappers do anything one artist do, they put that shit on the.
And also like the speculative, like anybody who ever went to a Diddy party is like. It's like a lot of people went to party, but it wasn't what was happening at the party at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It was the shit that was happening at 5, 6 in the morning. It's like this guy, we celebrated this dude for his parties for so long, so a lot of people went. So there's going to be a lot of people with pictures. I have a picture with Diddy. I never went to a party, but if I got invited, I would have went.
Yeah, at the time.
You know what I'm saying? At the time, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Shit. But interesting times indeed, man. Your new project, we don't know when this is going to come out, and you haven't picked a date yet.
No, I haven't, though, but it's coming soon. October, get ready.
So get ready for the new project, and I appreciate your time always, bro.
Get it, brother. Love.
Vezzo, my guy.
Guy.
Yes, sir.